Good afternoon, John here, John Augustine. We're talking now about the 15th of October. A thought, and when life feels uncertain and things go wrong, or that type of thing. And this happens in life, doesn't it? But the one way to deal with it, and the way I deal with it, thank God, I say my morning and evening prayers. Um, I say the Holy Rosary every day. I say the Chaplet of Mercy every day. I do the Stations of the Cross every day. And offer up all these for various intentions and that. And pray for those that have gone, and pray for all those that have not been kind as and shown respect. Quite the reverse. And but when you're praying, you pray for your enemies, and you pray for things that are going not so good. For example, I had a bit of trouble with a car that I bought, and after 4.5 months, it bit of a rattle come in it, and when I got as far as before, it wouldn't go any further. I was going in towards the hotel. Turned out that the engine had become no use. So suddenly there was a big problem, and but fortunately, a man come and said what was wrong with it and took it away, put it up in his tow truck. And one of the men that had been working there helped me with all the stuff that I had to bring into the hotel, and they were very helpful, and I brought it down to an end table, and I was able to have it all there. And fortunately, my good friend Oliver was come down, and we were able to put him into his car, and so we come to the rescue. And so, like, you count your blessings. You don't always just focus on things of that nature, and you try to do your best then to try and have it resolved. And that often presents further problems. The people that you would expect to honour something of this calibre don't necessarily adopt that proper attitude that one would think that they would. But however, we have to deal with all these things as best we can. But we don't let them define us, and we're very fortunate that I was able to buy a car later on that week before I actually came home. I was able to drive and got a grand car, a Toyota Avensis, not 7, but it was with a very careful owner, and he had kept a record of all that he got done to us, and he got a regular service. So when you do that, things are kind of all right. And so, like, that was a blessing to be able to get something at an affordable price from a friend, a brother-in-law of one of my good friend Oliver's ex-colleagues. So it was very convenient the way it turned out. So God provides solutions when we let Him, and so I do all that all the time, and then try to deal with issues as they come up, because they do come up, and you've got to deal with them as best you can. And this Mr. Gavin, there was a Fianna Fáil candidate, and then something transpired that he owed some lad rent that he had overpaid 2007 or 2008, many years ago, and it stymied him because it stopped him going for the presidency, and though his name is still on the ballot. and there's posters up everywhere. So things can happen for the like of that, and that's a very serious thing, you know. So we deal with problems whatever they are, and even God's hands. He'll always find a solution. Yeah, and we do our best, isn't that right? So this is what do you do when you meet any kind of difficulties or problems there? How do you deal with it? And I'd like to hear your comments because if you go through life, you're going to get those. We could be walking and trying to provide and being very, very successful, and the business could close down. Out of the blue in this country, a lot of business closed down, very successful, because we had an awful lot of strikes during my younger days when I was quite active. But with all these strikes that we had bus strikes, we had bank strikes that lasted for 6 months. So it's a very difficult. So so one lost that. So I become very acquainted with difficulties that they were beyond your control. So you had to have a great deal of acceptance and not be kind of whinging. Just get on with it and take whatever you could get, so you could earn something to keep things correct. So that's it. I hope it helps you to sort of ponder on these things. So God bless and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be doing my hymns later on because I had a bit of a journey there this morning up as far as that organ and back, and there's a very old tip. You're going and you're going and went on the M4 and then you're going on the M50. And it's a very tough undertaking, I can tell you. Be tired after, but to thank God one is safe because a lot of traffic. You don't know what's going to come this way, top or the other way. So bye now and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be doing my hymns later on.